Thank you for watching. These are the directions on editing the template. Watch this video for how to changing the logo, change text, add link, alter background colors. What will this program be good for? Promote guest post advertising, keyword advertising, link advertising, banner advertising, email advertising, subscribers, newsletters, subscribers, sales, and specials. All right. Now, to see this template, you can click this link, which is going to be available below in the comment, not the comment section, in the intro describing what's going on with the video. Now, here is the template. Let's begin. Now, first things first, when you open the template, I will recommend you go to make a copy. When you want to make a copy that other people are using it, um, just make a copy. We're going to make a copy, and that takes me out of the original that I'm talking to you about, and it takes me into the copy. So now I'm going to leave this alone and close this out. Pardon, let's move new window, and let's get to work. Now, you can ignore this line. I just leave this line here because I like my emails to start with a bold line. And just in case there's a response or reply, it's above it, and you see where I'm dominant at. Okay, and when I say I'm talking to the email template. So the template, will like to change the image first. So let's begin. Now, once you've opened this template, you can save the name up here, but we're going to stay on schedule. You can change the image from either uploading, searching something on the web, Google Drive, photos, by URL, or camera. I'm going to go by URL. By URL, I'm just going to post this link already there. Okay? I can resize anything I need to, so this way it fits. Okay, I'm going to change it, but we're doing a quick tutorial. I wanted something you're able to see. Now here, hi, if you know the username, you want to put the user's name here. I'm going to just put Jane Doe. Okay, main headline. Let's say they decided they sent me an inquiry for appointment. Appointment confirmation. Okay, we're actually going to change this up here, but not yet. Okay. This is your subheading. So up here, you can put subscription newsletter and the months. You put May subscription newsletter. No, I don't want to do a subscription newsletter. I want to keep it interesting. Payment confirmation. So let's say, um, when you see the term pitch, I want you to think. Let's say someone gave me a consultation for this email template. I get straight to the point. I put their contact that they gave me. So the I like it being with the BB, so I'm not even going to do that. Now, let's say that did occur. Let's delete this. You need to put an email in. Let's go the email. Actually, you can message me. Let's do this. Get at cashback.co. And when I hit space, it immediately turns into email. Now we have I have like example shipper or example. So what that means is, let's say you were sending a tracking number, you would do that. Let's say you were sending a Zoom. So let's say um, date and time. So let's say I have an upcoming appointment, which I know I have tonight. Um, so no, I would tell myself August 2nd. Let's say we're, right now as we're doing it, so you can see what's going on. And I would put, let's put a pretend time for 7. Well, you don't put a pretend, you put the customer's time. So whatever they confirmed when they scheduled it with you, or what's going on here, um, Zoom link could be here. So I could take a Zoom link. Let's say I did a Zoom link. Or a Google meeting. Let's see if I want to do a Google meeting real quick. Actually, no. We're gonna do. Let's say we just did Zoom.us. Normally, you would go make the meeting, come back, and post the time. But we're just gonna have it like this for a second. Um, so normally, if this was a sale, I would leave it like here. So I want to still let the customer know, save 10% off your next um, order. That's more proper, and I would prefer capitals. Um, Coupon code, get 20, get 10. Tag your purchase, tag your design to at. Put your email in right here. And then what happens right here is you can put your Facebook or something. So for instance, let's say I wanted to insert a link. Okay. But here, I made that mistake and didn't update this part. So I would make sure I do that now. Okay. Okay. So what happens now is they know if they're looking for you on any of these, they could find you at your name. They want you to tag them. So there we go. Now you see? But you can use either one, but we're doing this for a reason. Now you would be considered, so let's say you wanted to change your logo, you would swap the image the same way. I'm not gonna put us through all of that real quick. I'm gonna head over here. And let's say I want to take care of the background. I don't want it orange. I would come in here and I would change the color to, for instance, I'm not doing yellow. Oh, I like yellow. Now let's come here for a second. So we've changing logo, changing text, we've added a link, and now we're altering background colors. Background change, beautiful. Now let's say, for instance, we want to alter the text once more. You would alter the text up here. I usually go with heading, but and then I update my color. Mm. Now normally I wouldn't make the yellow for the unless I had the background over here change, which would be the same thing. Here's why. Unless I'm throwing yellow back here, but I'm not making the yellow back there. So we're putting that back over here. So for instance, I am getting out of here because I'm not changing that. But if you need to align, which is how these look, um, you want to add additional I'm going to change the width of the column. This is going to tell you how big this would be. So for instance, if we wanted it, but we don't want that. So we're going to stick it here. Rows, you can control the rows from here. Now, I want to change the logo. I would right click it, replace image. All right. I will, let's see. Let me go grab up here image real quick. Who will I get one from real quick? Here we go. So let's close out of here. And let's say, for instance, I'll throw in, let's see if I see a quick, yep, I found an old logo. Not an old logo, but old graphic used. Honestly, I really like the C down there. So we're going to ignore this one right here, and we're going to replace up here. Actually, let me stop being extra. We're going to, we'll replace up here, replace image, the URL, paste. Nope, it's still showing that one, wrong one. So let's do this. Let me come back over here, copy URL one more time. Let's not get something so close. We're up top, right? Let's get something yellow. Since I'm liking yellow so much and I'm finding it so pretty. Bookkeeping. Which always fill this out. You never want to be without the alt to get information. Okay, so beautiful. By URL, paste, replace, beautiful. Now, again, we're going to repeat everything one more time. So I'm doing a final review. Instead of yellow, we're going to go with a soft orange. Nope. Almost. Trying to hit the color just right. So here's what we can do. Nope. I'm not into none of that. First off, I liked it when it was yellow. Second, I like this when we had it alt. I like a different image there. I can't help it. Even though this is just a demo, I have to have it looking just a little extra pretty. So let's go make it pretty. Alright. Let's drop this. Let's get pretty on it. Let's get pretty. Who's loud and pretty and colorful? You. How are you doing? Come on over. Let's check one more time. Let me go back over one more time and pull it. I knew it wasn't it. Sometimes you gotta play with it twice. Just to confirm it wasn't. There we go, 26. And then for the background, I'm gonna give the background a nice orange. Beautiful. See how the orange just pops out the corner right there and pulls it through? I have a banner with the name right there. You see the logo up here. So here I can do anything else. But you see it small there. You see me big here. And normally this is where I would call this. You put another company here. You put a link to it. And that could be a sponsor or you mention something about them and so forth. So let's say we change this up just for a second. Like if you were mentioning, well, this is copyright issues, so we're not going to do that. I want to stick with anything that won't cause any copyright issues. So the next step is we want to email this. So I like it, you like it, let's email. So we'll get in here. See, I would pull up a Gmail, but let's do it like this. All we're doing is looking for a quick compose. So pardon me. Don't mean to have you all over and everything. Let's pull this out. Minimize. Taking that out. Now we want to send this to somebody, correct? We're going to highlight just right here. All right. Here we go. Just like this. Copy. Paste. I'm keeping source formatting. Some of them don't let you keep it. Some do. One second. I would normally move this. So sometimes if this happens, normally I'm using Gmail. Gmail is beautiful. I'm going to show you how that opens. But if what occurs, this is how you can take care of it. So everything else would stay the same. Now, as far as it being here, it's supposed to be in the center. But let's do this. Control A. When it's fun. So here's what would happen. Now, let's say we were having an issue like this where we can't see everything. I'm going to Control A and I'm going to delete everything. And then first thing I'm going to do is insert a table. I don't need a bunch of tables. I don't need a bunch of stuff. I'm doing one table. So delete, delete. As long as you're paying attention, this is how you're going to be able to make sure your table is just right. Hold on. Give me a second. Wrong one. So here we go. So now what happened is because it's in a table, two things are going to happen. Now when you see this occurring with the table, first things first, you can bring this in, but I don't like that. So if that happens, which is why I'm doing the walkthrough with everybody. All right, so give me a second. I just saw it. Uh, this is always the worst when that acts up. How are we gonna do this? All right. So right now it's giving me a problem with my format. This is what we don't want. So, all right, best fit. Okay. So normally when you have it in here, I would recommend redesigning it in here. Now for me, what I would do is Control X, and so I can get this out the way and see what's going on over here. So, There we go. So first off, we start with customizing the table. Now this shouldn't be pulling out from here. So, all right. Okay, so if this was giving me an issue like this, by now I would tell you not to use this. However, I've used this many a times, so we're going to move from here and go straight to an email. So, oh yeah, just the image. All right, so what I like to do, step one, is go back over and get my copy of this document. So, let's find it that we're working with, my dears. All right, and you'll see the difference. All right, so are we? There we go. All right. As you see this fits better, fits easier. I would normally put a table and then put it in the table. First you put the table, make the table align center, and then put it in the table. However, if you actually do this in the web email programs we have, you wouldn't have, it's just a paste and drop in webmail. As long as you have it set to HTML. So, yeah, so you see my email, it's okay. Right, now that I sent it to myself, this is how it arrives. You get me? I messed up the email, of course. You see all the links, everything is working though. So at this point, they can download the image, but the image is linked. That's why I use URL so they don't have to wait for it to load. It would be pulled by anyone. Okay? So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna minimize. We can close out this, everything else here, and I want to